In the first part, we talked about how lover self-her represents the first phase of in a flower cycle by analyzing its symbol. The second natural phase is closing down and isolating for the night, the inward motion of retiring its petals resembling introspection, therefore emphasizing the message of the flower representing the second album, Lover Self-Tear, which is the Smeralda flower, reminding us about a truth which couldn't be told. If in serendipity we follow themes such as fate and sacrifice, this album has more emphasis on exploring the other versus the self and doubting fate, being highly countered by conflict. They bring the flower into this album from the intro, where in singularity, which implies the theme of exploring the self outside of fate or the other, taehyung is surrounded by roses asking, have I lost myself or have I gained you? The motif of the flower is persistent in the first three songs, following a natural cycle again of plot, conflict, and resolution. Moving from singularity, where the question we mentioned before says the theme for the album, looking to make the distinction from self and others, in fake love, the conflict is defined through the lyric, I grew a flower that can be bloomed in a dream that can come true. In the music video, we see Seokjin protecting a rose, the same flowers which were in Taehyung's music video in Singularity, and could represent reluctance of letting go and accepting this conflict. But if you make an association with the rose from the story of The Little Prince, because the rose is held in a similar container, it would express one's vulnerability and need for love, although one has yet not entirely found love for themselves. Following this course of action, the resolution will be acceptance, letting go to the truth untold. The title, inspired from the meaning of the Smeralda flower, represents actually the end of a very tension moment, accepting a sad truths and moving on. In the third album, Love Yourself Answer, the final is not only implied but also suggested through the themes in the new songs such as Love and Trivial Love, Conflict in Seesaw, Euphoria, Best of Me, and finally being able to feel like one is not only receiving love but also giving love. Although there are no new representations of flowers in this album, going back to the poem, we understand that the self which narrates these stories in the last album is not a flower as mentioned. I too long to come to her and become her flower. After the rebirth of the flower, after finding meaning, love was possible and the ultimate presentation of it was the symbol of the flower. This was all for the trilogy of the Love Yourself albums and how the flower symbol changed throughout the albums. Thank you for staying with us until the end.